It's Goku for Lesson 1, and...
This is Ultimatedragonball1.
And we're here to do a chat. This is on Fairy Tail, the anime, Season 1 only. Now, before we begin talking about it, I would like to warn everybody, spoilers throughout.
Yep.
Spoilers throughout.
Yeah.
Be aware that we are going to spoil basically the entire first season. First, let's talk about how we got into this, okay? Let's talk about what experiences we got into this. You can begin. How did you get into Fairy Tail?
I got into Fairy Tail with a good old friend, Bonkai922. Him and I watched his videos and watched always his reviews. This was before I got into YouTube channel, and it's just I read the first chapter and I watched the whole series now, and the subs is great, but the dub is my favorite.
Okay.
And I have to say, the series is a great show, and it is going to be the next big thing for the U.S.
Okay. Well, we'll get into the future of Fairy Tail later on in the video.
Yeah.
Because I do have some information on that, not a lot, but I do have some. But yes. Well, a YouTuber kind of offhandedly recommended this to me.
Yeah, I recommended it to you because I knew you would like this. You would like this show, and I thought you would enjoy it.
Well, it was more offhanded comments. Like, I don't think you ever told me go watch it. You basically were talking about how you like it and how you think it's good. And from there, I looked up some information. I saw some stills of it. I didn't like it. I did not like how it looked. It looked silly. Now, it looked more silly than I'm used to getting into because because I like One Piece. And let me put it this way. One Piece can get freaking silly. But yeah, so it was just at a point where I thought it was a little too silly from just looking at stills. That's all I had based it on. But then I had gotten Hulu for 2 weeks, and I was looking for something to watch. And I look on Hulu, and I see they have Fairy Tail, and I look to see if they have dubbed, and they do. And I'm like, okay, let's give this a shot. And I'll tell you this. The first episode is not what got me hooked on this show. It was the opening that made it so epic. I enjoyed the opening. The first episode was good, but that opening was like, I'm going to watch more than the first episode. I mean...
Yeah, it keeps you wanting to watch more, and that's always good.
My biggest complaint about the opening, which I brought up the opening, so I'll tell you that. My biggest problem with the opening is that they give you the next opening earlier than they should. Because what I noticed is when you're on an arc, in the middle of the arc, they'll give you the opening for the next arc. Meaning that I knew things I shouldn't have known, which we'll get into that in a minute, which really kind of took away a little bit of the enjoyment of the show.
Personally, it didn't ruin for me. I knew it was something was gonna come, and that's all I needed to know, and I just needed to kept on watching, kept on reading the manga and the anime.
So you read the manga and watch the anime?
Both. And
are you current on the?
In the anime right now, we're at a filler. So, yeah, we're at a filler, and the fillers are pretty damn good. They're really good.
Okay, are they as good as Bleach filler?
Oh, okay, close. very close.
Okay, what I'm saying is what I'm saying, are they as good as Bleach filler? That's me being sarcastic. I hate Bleach filler completely with a passion because Bleach filler is useless. Bleach filler does nothing for the show because half the time it doesn't equate to anything. It doesn't add up to anything. It's here's a very long story arc, and once it's done, we're going to forget it happened, and none of this will have consequences. Now, I understand filler can't have many consequences, but when you do filler, do backstory. Do flashbacks. Yeah. Then you can do consequential things and still not affect the main story.
Well, I don't want to ruin it for you, but all I have to say is good, and it's hilarious. That's all I would say. It's funny, and it's hilarious. Doesn't have to take too seriously. You don't have to. Here's the one thing that I noticed on Fairy Tail. You don't have to take it seriously because it's just you could just read it for fun to say, and that's and to me I agree with that viewpoint I just said.
When you get to the heat of battle, it does become a lot more serious, and that's what I really get into. The silly fine. I was thinking about quitting the anime.
No.
There was a time when I was considering it, and it was a very short time, but there was a time when I was considering it when I met the heads of all the other guilds, because at first I thought they looked silly. Now, there's only one that looks really bizarre, for the most part, which that's the only one. But it's the really weird bald guy. I can't really describe him. But
him? Okay, I forgot his name too. But he's pretty good. Now, okay. What is your favorite character in this one? Mine is the most awesomest character, Erza. Erza Scarlet. Dang, she is awesome. What about you? What is your favorite?
Right now, I'm gonna say Natsu.
Natsu's cool. I like him too, but I like more Erza because she's a strong woman and she will take it to anyone. And that's if there was a Wonder Woman on anime / manga, it's Erza. I'm sorry, it's Erza. I could. It's just she's awesome.
Look, she is a great character. The most of the major characters in the anime are good. I have very few problems with major characters.
Like the guy who basically takes his clothes off and all that shit.
Oh, he's cool. I like him.
He's kind of goofy a little bit. That's all I'm saying. But let's move on. Let's go on to the series.
Well, let's get into that character for 1 second. They actually give you a backstory of why he does that, and when they explain that, it makes sense.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but it's a little weird. Still, I know, and also get backstory on Erza too. Why is she so uptight and why she's so all that shit? You would say.
Yeah. So I appreciate it more once they gave you a slight backstory and they explained it. But yeah, I mean, yes.
Let's moving on. Yeah, let's talk about the. Oh yeah. Okay, let's talk about the animation of it. How do you enjoy it? I enjoy it pretty much solid because it's a really good show and I enjoy it very much. What about you?
You mean how the animation looks?
Yeah.
Well, other than the slight silly characters, the animation's fine. It's basically looks like most of the high budget animes.
Oh. Okay. What else? What else? Okay. What is your favorite storyline on this season 1? Mine is my favorite storyline is basically Erisa kicks ass, which is episode 3. No, episode 4. I think episode 4.
Episode 4. Okay. My favorite one is the or the Fighting Festival arc.
Oh, that is a good one. That was a good one. I like that episode. That was a good choice.
Well, it's an arc, not an episode. It's
yeah.
It's the final arc of season 1, and it really gets. You really find out why the Lightning guy. Get a name here. Is the way he is. You really get into his character a lot.
Yeah. And
I do like the end reveal, which we are spoiling things, so I do like the end reveal, which, obviously, you know more about this than I do, but, as of right now, I'm supposed to think that the Steel Dragon guy is a bad guy right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now don't answer if he is a bad guy. But right now, you're supposed to think he is a good guy, because you know that he's a double agent and he's working for the head of the guild. Right?
Yeah. True. That happens. That happens.
And also find out about, I think the guy's name Hades. You actually get to get your first glimpse into that. I take it he's going to be a major villain later on. But as of right now, we don't know.
True. That's also true about that. Yeah, he could. You always know he could be a villain. He could be not. It keeps you guessing.
At this time, you know nothing about the character. All you know is that he's affiliated with some other. He's affiliated with some other guild, and you know nothing else about the character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the season 1. I'm still enjoying it now on subtitles, and the subtitles. I have to say, but this is the first subtitle series that I pretty much enjoy. Very much. Naruto and Bleach, they were good. They were pretty good subtitles, but I prefer the dub because that's what I pretty much enjoyed. But overall, it's a really good series. That's all I'd say. You want to end this?
Watch dub because I enjoy actually watching my anime. I don't like reading my anime. There is one anime that eventually, once I get access to it, I will be watching it subbed. And the only reason I'll be doing that is because it's only available subbed after season 1.
Oh, that's shit. Damn. That's screw. That's pretty much fucked up.
Yes, it's called Fist in the North Star.
Oh, that show. I remember that show. What happened to that show? Probably got.
In no way is it completed in the U.S. Both the manga and the anime are not completed in the U.S. in any fashion. The second show is also in the U.S. I don't know how far that goes up to, but I don't know why they never finished dubbing it, even though they actually did do the second series of it. But one quick thing, if you ever want to get into that anime, watch the first season and forget it. Watch, I think, the first 20 episodes and end it. It's a good ending, it's a solid ending, and just forget about it. Just forget there are any more episodes. You're going to get a complete story from beginning, middle, and an end.
Alright.
But yeah, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is a good anime. This was Goku for the Sub 1.
This is Ultimatedragonball1. See you next time.
Next time, YouTube.